Hello and welcome to this video called A Simple Tip to Increase Your Opt-ins. So do stay with me while not only do I give you the tip, but I'll show you how to do it, and I'll also throw in an extra bonus tip as well towards the end. So first of all, what it actually is, the tip to massively increase, as a matter of fact, your opt-ins, your traffic and your opt-ins, it's to do with masking and forwarding and masking, or cloaking as I call it. Now, a lot of websites have atrocious URLs. You know this yourself. You know, the ones that are around about this long that you can never remember. I call them an ugly URL. And personally, I've got reservations about clicking on them. If I receive an email from someone that I really haven't got a good relationship with, a solid relationship with, I'm not fussed about clicking on these really long, messy looking, ugly URLs. Something that's short and relevant, yes, I feel much more comfortable in doing that, and I'm sure you do too. So here's a tip on actually how to overcome it. If you've got a web page, a blog site, or Facebook page, or in our case we're going to be talking about a capture page. A capture page is normally a single page where you've got a form there where you collect email addresses, names and email addresses, and then it goes through to a list manager. If you've got something like that and you've got a really ugly URL, really long, or you can't remember it, or it doesn't have any relevance, you can cloak it. Well, use the correct term, it's mask it. You forward and mask it from a little really neat, nice URL. Okay, so that's the tip. So okay, let's have a look how it's done. Okay, so now let's get into this tip, as I call it, and it's forwarding with masking. Now, this can be done with any web page, but what I'm going to do is just have a look at it and give you an example of how it works with a simple sales funnel. And to make sure that we're all on the same page, a sales funnel actually consists of a capture page, a single capture page. Some people call it a squeeze page, where you gather the name and email addresses of visitors to your website, and they become leads. And those leads are managed in something like Aweber or GetResponse as a list manager. You send emails to those people, or you may give them ebooks or gift or videos or whatever. And ultimately, a proportion of those people will actually buy from you. So that's a basic, what I call a simple sales funnel. So we're looking at that. So what we're going to do in this example is just remove all the bits that's not necessary and just look at this capture page, a squeeze page about driving traffic. Okay, so let's, whoops a daisy, that's the wrong way. So let's go the right way and we'll move it over to there. Now, as I've mentioned about the really ugly link, and I certainly don't like really ugly links. So here's our capture page with a really ugly link. And of course, you're going to get very, very low number of leads out of that because you're just not going to get the traffic. So that's your really ugly link. So what are you going to do about it? It's difficult to actually promote that around the internet. And so this is where this tip that we're about to cover really boosts your sales enormously. So what we're going to do, okay, yeah, yuck, I hate it, really ugly links. So what we're going to do is get a really nice link. And there's a really nice link. And it's okay if your capture page does have a really nice URL, a domain name, but often that's not the case. So as I've got there, really, really nice domain names, really nice URLs produce a high number of leads because you get a greater number of traffic. People can remember the name and it looks relevant and it's easy to read. So, all right, here's our capture page with our really ugly link. So what are we going to do about it? We go and register a really nice URL over at somewhere like GoDaddy. That's the one that I just happen to use. You go and register a brand new URL, and I've got it written there, a really nice URL. Okay, so that's what you're going to register, and then you forward it to your really ugly URL with masking. And as I've mentioned before, masking, I use the term cloaking, covers that ugly URL up, and all they see is the nice looking domain name, the nice looking URL. So there you go. And that's how you, whoops-a-daisy, that's how you actually increase the number of leads, ultimately the leads, by just increasing the volume of traffic to your website. Look, let's go and have a look at that. I'll show you how easy it is with this. So here's the back office of, well, the admin area of GoDaddy, and I'm looking in my domain details on one particular domain name. Now I've registered this very nice looking name here, and it's Profit Through Gold. So that's my very nice URL. So I'm just going to scroll down a little bit, and there it is. Here it says forwarding, and that's the forwarding area, and I've already got this set up from previously. This is, well, let's call it my ugly URL. Now, obviously this one's not that ugly, but it happens to be long, and it's too hard to remember, and you know, to get it out there over the internet, it's a bit it's a little bit messy. I prefer Profit Through Gold. It's very easy to remember. So I'm regarding that one there as my ugly URL. And you can see right beside it here, it says forwarding with masking. And it's that easy. And of course, you can drop in here, just go and click the manage and change this to any URL that you like. Okay, so it's very easy to do that. That's all there is in it, matter of fact, regarding masking and cloaking. And now let's go on to the extra tip the bonus tip as I call it, because associated with this, you can go the next step, and it's not very difficult to take this step, and it's all to do with tracking. So let's have a look at this. Here's our capture page with our really ugly URL, and this is our very nice URL. In this case, it's Profit Through Gold, and I've already set it up with forwarding and masking. Bang, straight through. If you go and click on Profit Through Gold, you'll end up with that particular capture page. And okay, I'll just show you what it looks like, by the way. This capture page. Let's have a look. So there's our really ugly URL up there. You can see it up there, and there's the capture page. All right, so that's where the visitors go and put in their name and email address, and it's what's called the amazing secret. So if I have a look at this one here, I'll just change the tab over because I already got this set up for you. See, there's the really nice URL. So if you type in, you know, profitthroughgold.com, you actually end up with that. And if I'm clicking between the two tabs, and there's absolutely no difference because it really is the same web page. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. So here we are. There's our capture page, really ugly URL, and we're forwarding from the very nice URL, Profit Through Gold, with forward and mask. So when you're on the capture page, you don't see the ugly URL. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to take it one step further. We're going to register with Bitly. Now, Bitly is a free account website, and you can enter any URL that you like into it, and it will produce a short URL. Let me just show you this, because I've already got this particular one set up. So right now, I'm in my Bitly. There it is, bitly.com up the top, and I'm in my Bitly back office, my admin area, and this is where you would normally put up the top here. It says paste a long URL here to shorten. That's fine, and you can see that I have quite a few. I'm just scrolling through them. URLs already set up with Bitly, and the one we were talking about is there. It is there, profitthroughgold.com, and I've got a Bitly link set up. It says bit.ly, as all Bitly links look like, /Profit Through Gold. And while we're here, I'll just show you one extra thing. Where are we? Up here. Bitly also keep tabs of, this is another website that I happen to have. It's called Success Through Gold as well. So if you have a look here, see, it keeps tabs. In the last 30 days, I've done a broadcast out, a marketing campaign, and looks like in June the 28th and June the 29th, those links were sent out. Sorry, those clicks were operated, and it even shows you which part of the world all those clicks have come from. All right, so that's what Bitly does for you. It tracks the links, tracks the clicks on how many clicks and where they come from, and it's all based on, in this case, this being set up. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation, and that's what I've got up here. It says register a Bitly URL. When you first register with a URL with Bitly, it comes up a bit of gobbledygook. So it'll be bit.ly/gobbledygook. You can change that to English and something relevant like join Mary now, or in my case, that's why I've got profit through gold. So it's something relevant that you may want to use. And just remember, only you have to pick a name that no one else has used. Okay, so we're doing the URL up here, and that's where I've got it, bit.ly/profit through gold. And it's pretty easy to remember that, and it looks good when you see it around the internet. Now, one thing it goes from Bitly to profit through gold, and then to the ugly URL. Now, there's one thing to remember. This is locked in concrete, as I call it. In other words, you can't change it. Once you set up the Bitly relationship between the Bitly link and your very good-looking URL, it's set in concrete. You can't change it. That is a bit of a disadvantage, but you can overcome it by the way that I've got it set up here now. Now, if you've got another page, for example, another capture page, maybe down the track you're going to design a new one, maybe a better one, maybe not. Maybe you've got two capture pages and you don't know which is the better one. So you can actually switch between capture pages, just like that. And how do you do that? By getting into the back office, the admin area of, in my case, it was GoDaddy, where I've got my registration for Profit Through Gold, and I just change where it's forwarded to. Now, this can be done automatically, by the way. There is programs that you can have that will do this switching for you. It's called A/B split testing, and or you can get on the internet and subscribe, and they will switch automatically between two pages for you. But to do it the way that I've suggested is very easy, and you've already got it set up. And even though, as I said, this is an example of A/B split testing, you might necessarily want to do an A/B split test. You just might want to move your in my case, Profit Through Gold onto a different sales funnel, perhaps, or a different capture page, or for whatever reason down the track you need to move it. And if you've got it directly connected to the Bitly link, you can't change it. As I said, it's locked in concrete. So that's the way that I've overcome it. So there you have it, a simple tip to massively increase your traffic and ultimately your leads. So thank you for staying with me with this video, and if you did find value, please like, comment and share, and I look forward to catching you in a future video. Bye for now.